Trying to tie the knot within just 90 days can be an extremely difficult process, but the couples that make it through prove that nothing can get in the way of their romance. Jovi Dufren and Yara Zaya. This Season 8 couple is doing just fine. They spent 2021 as new parents to baby daughter Mylah. Yara used to get sad about Jovi going to work internationally all the time.
I'm just done with you. I even don't want to say nothing.
Which was fine when he was just living the bachelor lifestyle, but Yara says she makes up for it by working more. With her newfound fame, the Ukrainian beauty launched an online clothing store and makeup line in 2021. This past summer, they also had to evacuate their home in Louisiana due to the hurricane, which was a scary experience that led them to move. As an international couple, all they want to do is travel the world again. Kenton Amira Lollysa. The two met on an international dating site.
We got to the point where like, hey, let's get together. What city do you want to come to?
But after numerous fights, the pair decided to go their separate ways in Season 8, and it was probably for the better.
It doesn't mean I don't love him. It's just a panic attack telling me that I'm in too much pain.
Amira has since traveled to Canada and Las Vegas in 2021 and is rumored to be dating another American. Perhaps since she became pretty close to obtaining that visa anyways, might as well try again. The French Egyptian has gotten a lot of criticism for joining an adult video sharing platform to make a little bit of cash. Meanwhile, Andrew got his breakup revenge bought by losing 135 pounds. Brandon Gibbs and Julia Trubkina. This international couple is enjoying their traveling life. Brandon first met his fiancée interestingly through FaceTime.
My first message to her was, "You look like my future wife."
In Season 8, we see them face challenges with overbearing parents in their Virginia farm life, which was quite a transition for Julia. Well, fans would be happy to know they finally moved out of their parents' house.
This is the first day of the rest of our lives.
And seemingly gets along well with the in-laws as they went aboard a cruise ship together. Parrott Zied Hakimi. Despite them being a controversial couple, with Rebecca marrying Zied, who is nearly 20 years younger, the Season 8 couple seem happy together. The two first met through Facebook in 2018 and went through ups and downs, with Rebecca comparing Zied to her ex.
I'm not trying to compare you with the ex, but there are similarities.
Cultural differences, and Rebecca's daughter accusing her of being a terrible parent.
As of right now, I wouldn't trust Zied as far as I could throw him because they've never met before.
But the haters made them stronger as Zied got his first US job working at a furniture show, bought a BMW, and will perhaps be moving very soon to Florida. We wish them the best of luck. Mike and Natalie. The couple had a tumultuous relationship that started in Season 7 and continued to unfold into the 8th season.
Your beauty is ugly.
Really?
It is, okay?
They first met when their mutual friends wanted them to be godparents, which was cute, but soon they discovered they had very different views when it comes to having children, religion, and finances, which ended in huge fights where Natalie ended up throwing her engagement ring in the suitcase.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
When they got back together again, the couple realized that having to adjust their lifestyles just wasn't worth it. Now, Mike still lives in Washington with Natalie's abandoned pet dog and rat, while Natalie decided to enjoy the sunny Florida weather instead, and is partnered up with an aspiring model. Stephanie Davison and Ryan Carr. These two didn't have a strong foundation to begin with. Stephanie even claims that their relationship was basically all for show as they had already broken up before filming Season 8. In 2021, Stephanie got in trouble for selling wellness shots from her spa, claiming that it would cure COVID. She also unfortunately lost her cat Cooper. Meanwhile, Ryan seems to be having a grand time just having beers on the beach. Tarik and Hazel. Not only did Tarik and Hazel not get along with each other, but they also did not seem to enjoy the show, as they would call their fellow castmates fake.
The biggest con of filming is finding out that friends and family.
The two also would constantly follow and unfollow each other on social media. Tarik even publicly called his wife a snake, confirmed they ended their relationship, and revealed that Hazel is living in another state and will soon be returning to the Philippines. Looks like it was not meant to be. Slatten and Sumit Singh. The couple had a pretty wild ride on the 3 seasons of The Other Way spinoff, with practically no one thinking they would make it official. After all, with Jenny being 30 years Sumit's senior and his super strict Indian parents getting in the way, the odds were built against them. But it looks like love can conquer just about anything, as the couple did eventually get married, and more importantly, are still happily married, with Jenny proclaiming that she's living her best life. We're happy they're able to make it work.
It is absolutely the happiest day of my life.
And my life too.
Corey and Evelyn. This The Other Way spin-off couple got engaged in season 1, but their relationship has not been smooth sailing. That might be because of a cheating incident, with Corey admitting to being with another woman.
I mean, of course, at that time I was mad.
But ultimately realized Evelyn was the one for him. Even with the drama though, the two are still together and even decided to vacay in Central America. Armando and Kenneth. Fans watched as they fell in love and got married on the spin-off show 90 Day Fiancé The Other Way.
I promise this all to you for eternity.
And it looks like they have since expanded their family. Armando approached Kenneth about wanting to grow their family in season 3, which was shocking considering he already had 4 adult children and 2 grandkids. As the adoption process wasn't easy, the two are considering having a child via IVF, but that doesn't mean they can't expand their family in the form of pet babies. They adopted a new puppy, and with the looks of their Christmas photo, seems to be living their best lives. Big Ed and Rose Vega. The season 4 stars made headlines for their large age differences and Ed's comical behavior. They first met through Facebook, where he lived in San Diego and flew all the way to the Philippines to not only meet Rose but to propose. But things may have been better long distance, because once he got there, he had one too many complaints about the weather and lied to her about wanting more children. They may have separated, but their newfound fame has helped Big Ed launch a clothing line and become a YouTuber. Meanwhile, Rose lives in the Philippines with her family and has become quite the social media star on Instagram, TikTok, and YouTube. Big Ed and Liz. Just because things didn't work out with Rose, it doesn't mean Big Ed gave up trying to find love and flaunting it on another 90 Days Fiancé spin-off show. In season 1, on The Single Life, we were introduced to Liz, who he met at a restaurant where she worked as a manager.
I think you're amazing, and I want to ask you out on a date.
But because he was so excited about her, he rushed several major steps like meeting the family, and that caused their relationship to temporarily end. Although he went on several dates, his mind just kept going back to Liz, and in November 2021, the two announced their engagement.
But I'll never love anybody the way I love Liz.
It looks like Big Ed found his happy ending after all. We just hope it works out. Jorge and Anfisa. Anfisa, at 20 years old, came all the way from Russia to the United States to wed Jorge, but did she come for love or his money? His family bet on the latter, but they proceeded with the wedding anyway. In 2018, things took a turn when Jorge was sentenced to a 2.5-year in prison for possession, which to no one's surprise broke the couple up. Now Anfisa is looking up as she is a fitness influencer, while Jorge is out of prison and had a baby with his new girlfriend. Chantel and Pedro Jimeno. This season 5 couple met when Chantel's Spanish teacher set them up over Facebook so she could practice the language.
So I decided to visit him in the Dominican Republic. We fell in love.
Who knew learning Espanol would lead them to finding true love? Though they had explosive fights between their families, the two eventually wed in Atlanta, Georgia, and now star in their own reality TV series, The Family Chantel. They want to continue to become more financially stable and own a bigger home before getting children involved. Good for them. Jihoon Lee and Deavan Clegg. This international couple first met on a dating app but fell hard fast. 22-year-old Deavan flew to South Korea to visit 29-year-old Jihoon, and on their first night together, she got pregnant with their 1-year-old son, Taeyang. Through deciding to live in South Korea and moving back to Utah, the two had a turmoil of a relationship where Jihoon was facing serious financial issues and had a criminal past. It was obvious that the two needed to go their separate ways, and that's what happened in The Other Way Season 2. They both currently live in different countries, and Deavan is now dating someone new by the name of Topher Park. Good for her. Finding love may take hard work, but for the couples that can overcome the barrier of crossing the border, nothing can get in their way. Do you think you can find love within 90 days? Let us know in the comments below. Like this video if you want to stay up to date on the latest reality TV news, and we'll see you next time on The Things Reality.